we're gonna have a little homeschool day in the life. Everybody say hi. Hi. So we're gonna walk you through our day today. We're already had like our morning routines. So music was done, morning contributions, you know, that kind of thing. And now we're gonna sit down and try to have family studies with a 2-year-old in our midst. Yep, that one. So, okay, settle down. Let me show you what we're gonna go over today, and then we're gonna also just hang out with you the rest of the day. We have to make some applesauce. I have some groceries to get and I'm picking up some raw milk for my sister. So I'll kind of just hang out with you guys the rest of the day, and you can just see what a day in the life looks like with our family of 6. So we're looking forward to sharing with you guys today. So this is this morning's lineup. We're gonna sing There Is a Happy Land. The girls are gonna read a poem from here. We will do Spanish lesson, and then we have 2 readings today. Oh, and we'll do our catechism. This is our catechism. And Natalie, could you get out the book that we're doing our memory verse from? Yep. This is the catechism, and then we're going to do a life in here, and then we are going to wrap up our hour with some Robin Hood, and then we'll just pause whenever that time is up. So this is our memory verse book. The kids are using it with the church, so we'll review their old verses, and then we'll say our new verse. So that is this morning's family hour lineup. Come to this happy land, come away. Why will ye doubting stand? Why still delay? Oh, we shall happy be when the sin and sorrow free. Lord, we shall live with thee, bless forever.
This is the bears who wait at the corners, all ready to eat. The sillies who treat on the lines of the street go back in their lyre. Thorpe's, a little town in 100 bridges. Till last by Philip's farm I flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever.
Glory of God, the sky proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours out speech, night to night reveals knowledge. For this week,
Every word of God proves true.
every word of God proves true.
He's a shield to those who take refuge in him.
He's a shield to those who take refuge in him. So sometimes we making homemade bread, and I have to go upstairs and do a quick flip and then let it rise for another hour. Ought everyone to believe there is a God? Everyone ought to believe there is a God. Hebrews 11:6. And without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who seek him. All right, today we're going to read about William Tyndale. He was the translator of the English Bible. Last time we read about Martin Luther. Do you remember one thing about our reading? I know it was a couple weeks ago. But do you remember something about Martin Luther?
I do remember something about him dying, like getting beheaded and then putting like his ashes into a lake or something.
Oh, you might be thinking of another person that you and I read about in your history. I can't remember his name. Martin Luther, he was the one that put up the things against the Catholic Church that he wanted to reform.
They said you can live if you just say that you're wrong. He's
right.
Like, look in the Bible, where am I wrong?
Exactly. And then, do you remember, Julia, if he was able to escape?
His friends.
His friends.
they pretended to be like taking him into jail or something.
No, they pretended to kidnap him.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Today, we're going to read about a man that translated the Bible into English, which we are very grateful for, right? So this is from the Trial and Triumph. We do 3 lives each term. So I just picked up my milk from my sister. The place that we have found recently to get some raw milk is about an hour and a half away from us, but it's only $5 a gallon, which is incredible. Wisconsin has some ridiculous laws when it comes to milk. So she got me 6 gallons because I'm going to go again in 2 weeks. I got 1 glass so that I can skim all the cream off of here for me, for cream for my coffee. Otherwise, I have just 5 regular plastic containers. I probably will slowly invest into some more glass containers. So this is my first time doing 6 gallons for 2 weeks. I'm going to see how that lasts, and if I have enough at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm going to try my hand at making some yogurt. So we have raw yogurt. So we'll see. Otherwise, when I go again in 2 weeks, I'll probably get like 8 gallons so I can make some yogurt. And then I also got a bag. They have like a produce store as well. So I got a bag of organic potatoes there. And then they have, they also locally source nearby raw cheese. And so this is an incredible price. They come in like 5-pound blocks, 2-pound blocks, and 1-pound blocks. And it is $7.49 per pound for this raw cheese. The only other place I know of to get raw cheese is Azure Standard, like 34, and that will last us the whole month. Hopefully. We'll see. So just got some ice in here. It was 81 degrees, and this has to stay chilled. And then my sister, Valerie, who also has a YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. Last time she went, she got this beef suet, and she made whipped tallow for our skin. She gave me a little sample, and it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I don't remember how much she said. It was like $6 for the 2 pounds or something like that. So it's probably like $3 a pound. So I am going to try my hand at tallow and whipped beef tallow. And if that goes well, that will be a regular item. So we are just getting the kitchen cleaned, and then we're going to get started on these apples over here. We've actually eaten quite a few of them. I picked them up last week.
Too much for seconds. They're very
these were seconds from a local orchard. These bags are a peck. They were full, but we've been kind of eating them. So they were two for $8. These seconds. So that's 2 pecks, which is a really good price. So I have probably about a bushel or a little over a bushel probably left in these bags. So that's what we're going to use for applesauce. We'll show you our process, and we'll see how many quarts we can get from that.
And there was this grandma that came out, and it's like, hello. And she's like, hello. And me and Dad were like, hello. And I had her like, yeah. And then we were, please buy me yellow apples. Please buy them for please buy them. Chickens? Yeah, the chickens will just eat the wasps. It's like extra crazy. Put the rock. That's why
This is the process that my mother taught me when we were children. And so when we got apples a couple of weeks ago, I called her right up because there's so many recipes online and they look complicated. And so I asked her, how did she make applesauce? It was so simple, just like I remembered. Just chop up the apples so that they will cook down more quickly. So we chopped the apples, and then with about a couple inches of water in a stock pot, we boiled them until they were soft that a fork could be stabbed into them. And then we took that and we put it through the food mill just to get all the sauce out of, and then we just discarded the skins, and if there were any seeds, not too many seeds since we did chop them up, but then the skins we just gave to the chickens, which of course they loved. The long portion of this is the food mill, but we all were taking turns, and so that did help it go a little bit quicker. So that took about 2 to 3 hours just to get it all made into the applesauce. It's been about 3.5 hours. It gets dark early, so I have meandered my way in here to just finish it off. We are almost done. This is how much applesauce we have so far. We might get about another half of this size. We'll see. So I'm boiling the last bit of apples, and then I still have to process them in the water bath, but it's going really well. What you got? What is that?
Applesauce.
Fresh applesauce. And is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thumbs up. You know how to do a thumbs up? That one. Quite a bit of the applesauce. I'm still processing some more, but I am rewarming this up because the last time I made applesauce, I did not hot pack it, and I had a jar burst. There's different mixed reviews on canning your applesauce, so I'm not here to advise you what to do, but I'm going to warm this up, and then I have these jars ready and warmed up and some lids. This applesauce is pretty sweet, but I think it needs just a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, so I'm gonna add some.